Friends, I want to tell you about a beautiful book I received for Children's Multicultural Book Day. It's called Let's Celebrate 5 Days of Diwali. Now, if you're looking at that and you're wondering, does that say Diwali? Well, that may be how it looks, but this beautiful holiday from India is called Diwali. So the W kind of comes out like a V. Now, guys, are we celebrating Diwali now? Let me look around. No, we're not celebrating Diwali now because it usually happens in October or November of every year. Diwali is one of those holidays that changes every year, a little like Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, a little bit like Orthodox Easter. Every year it's a different day and time because it's based on the cycles of the moon. That makes it exciting. You can ask yourself, when is Diwali this year? So that's a great thing to look into. Now, I really love this book because I started not knowing a lot about Diwali, but so did these two main characters, these kids. They got a chance to go all the way to India to visit their auntie. And guess what? It was right at Diwali. So they got to celebrate the 5 days. And this book is wonderful because guess what? It tells you the story behind the holiday. Every holiday has a story, right? You're usually celebrating something special that happened or a time of year, something miraculous maybe. Well, this book tells you the background of the story, and then part of the background tells you what each day of Diwali will mean. Now on this one, their aunt decides, their aunt says, I'm going to go to buy a pot or a pan, and that's what you do on that special day. And you make sweets. And of course here, the best part of making sweets, learning their names and preparing them, is eating them. So that's a part of that day. Something I'd like to try. Now, something I had always seen in India that I loved so much are these beautiful chalk murals. They're called rangoli. Now, I read this book and I was able to learn that on the second day of Diwali, people make these beautiful they're murals, they're kind of like special chalk drawings, but they're with beautiful colored powder. And I don't know if I'd make mine as nice as that. I'm not sure I'm that talented, but I know I would have fun playing with it. And you could see the characters in the book are doing that. Can you imagine walking down the street and everyone having these beautiful murals on the ground in front of their house? That must be just a great day. So we go through the other days as well. Oh, you'll love this. One day, just like Lunar New Year that's coming up, there are special fireworks. Oh, that would be fun. So this is the neat thing about this book. You follow the two children and their aunt having fun through the 5 days of Diwali. And then it kind of tells you the story in the very back. One of my favorite things, though I do have to show you, is that we get to see who the authors are. The authors are Ajanta and Vivek. And we get to learn that this is a story from their own lives and from their own culture. And I like to call that, well, a lot of people call it our own voices. So people writing about India are from India. So they can tell you in their own special way why this is meaningful and what's important. And I think we really need more wonderful authors like that. So guys, why am I not reading you the whole book? Because I want you to get it for your home or for your classroom or for your library. And I want to tell you sometimes, well, in my library in Pennsylvania, I can go to the librarian and say, could you please buy this book for our library? And they've done it most of the time. I usually say, well, this book would be important for our community. And you give them a copy of the author and they usually order it for you. And so even if you can't purchase it yourself, you can have it in your local library, in your local community. As these are the kind of books that are so wonderful. We need to know more about the world. And wouldn't it be great to learn about the special celebrations and the joy that our neighbors in our neighborhood have? Well, this is kind of our international neighborhood, but you know what? They're still our neighbors. It's so exciting. Beautiful book, awesome author. They have written many books. I'm hoping you can see them. Do check it out. I'll put their name and connection in the video below. And you make sure this winter you read your world.